Good evening. This is another Think About It Thursday, and my name is Henry Dotson. And this is our Journeys of Faith, our little podcast that we do on Thursdays on at 6 o'clock Pacific time. So I hope all of you are doing well. And for today, we have on Think About It Thursday our question for the day to think about is have you viewed the cancer journey of the patient, the caregiver, and their support community as a journey of faith? And the reason why we brought this up was because oftentimes when you think about cancer, the first thing that people think about is, well, thank goodness it's not me. But for those who get that news, that diagnosis from the doctor, this is something they have to face. And it's a journey. Cancer is a journey. But also, what we know is that to get through that journey, it's not going to be something that you can do by yourself. And so, what that means is that you need at least a caregiver. And I'm not using that term loosely. There is a definition for a caregiver. And that definition is the person who is going to be responsible, who's taking ownership in being there for the cancer patient during their treatment, when they go see the doctor, if they have any issues. That caregiver is there to provide the care that the cancer patient themselves cannot do on their own. So it's not just someone who cares about the cancer patient, it's the person who's made a commitment to be there with the cancer patient as they go through this cancer journey. So we're talking about not only the cancer patient, but their caregiver. And also the people that are not the caregiver, but they're providing some means of support. They are the support community that supports the cancer patient and the caregiver. So these are people in their lives that are willing to step up and to actually actively be involved in this cancer journey in any way that they can possibly help. Sometimes it comes as maybe helping to take the cancer patient to one of their appointments, or picking up some food, or running an errand, or even giving the caregiver some respite help. And for those who don't know what respite care is that it is a known fact that when there is a caregiver involved in any type of situation, whether it be a cancer situation, or maybe it's just an elderly person who just needs care. There's nothing wrong with them other than there's certain things that they can't do by themselves that they normally are able to do. So a caregiver would be there to do those things on behalf of the person. And a person giving care often is the one that really needs to be looked after, because the person who needs the care is pretty much getting their needs taken care of. If they need medical assistance, then the doctors and the specialists and the nurses and all those people, they're focused in on providing the care that that patient needs. But oftentimes the caregiver gets overlooked. And it is a known fact that when if you overlook that caregiver, the caregiver can get worn out. And so respite care is basically when the caregiver gets a time to take a break, that they get to go off and just take care of themselves so that they will be in a better position and condition to help take care of the patient again. So it's that support community that supports not only the cancer patient, but that community also supports the caregiver. And so the question that we had for today, again on Think About It Thursday, is have you viewed the cancer journey of the patient, the caregiver, and support community as a journey of faith. Now, some of you may not even have considered that the caregivers or the support community themselves are going on a cancer journey too. So maybe it would be better if it was a double question instead of one. But the notion that those who are going through this journey and have decided either as a patient, which is involuntary, and the caregiver and the support community, which is voluntary, have you viewed that as a cancer journey that they are all on, and that it's a journey of faith? So that's the question that is posed before you today on Think About It Thursday. And so the reason why we are going down this path today is because we started off the week with Mindset Monday. And on Mindset Monday, we posted on social media that your faith will have the greatest impact on your cancer journey. So you have to at least first think about this as really a journey of faith. And what we have discovered, what I have discovered, and many other people who are on this cancer journey, they've discovered that in times of crisis, your faith is where you find hope and encouragement to run the race that is set before you. So for the patient and the caregivers and those who are involved in the support community, you have been called to a cancer journey as part of your life experience. And your faith will help you discover your true purpose. It will establish your true priorities. And it is where you receive comfort and strength in your weakness. So this was the mindset that we wanted those to have who find themselves on a cancer journey in any one of those roles, that really this is where you'll find hope. And that is why your faith will have the greatest impact on your cancer journey. Because you see, if you don't have faith in anything, then the question comes, well, where do you find your hope? What do you have to look forward to that's going to encourage you and to keep you lifted up as you go through those difficult times? If you don't have faith, then I'm not sure that the outcome is going to be the best that it could possibly be. So that is, again, why we say that your faith will have the greatest impact on your cancer journey. And to follow that up, on Tip Tuesday, I found a quote that I thought was very apropos. And this quote comes from Reverend Percy McCrae, who is the director of a ministry at Cancer Treatment Centers of America that looks at supporting those people who have come to their facility, supporting them with the spiritual support that they need to get through that journey. And what he wrote was, when someone comes face to face with a cancer diagnosis, ready or not, this crossroads becomes a place where his or her faith is tested. So don't be surprised. Don't be confused. But please be aware that when you come face to face with a cancer diagnosis, this is where your faith is going to be tested. So this, again, is why we say that your faith will have the greatest impact on your cancer journey, because it will immediately be tested once you are on that road. Again, whether you're the patient, the caregiver, or the support community, your faith is going to be tested. And I learned that firsthand through my own cancer journey. I discovered that those people who came alongside me to help me, they actually went through some experiences of their own that I don't think they expected to go through. They felt emotional distress. They felt sorrow. They started questioning their own faith. They started thinking about their own mortality. They had to see me in a condition that they had never seen me in before, and how it impacted their psyche. And so all of that was a cost. They paid a price for deciding to come along on this cancer journey with me. So that's why I say again that when you have that cancer diagnosis, whether you're the patient or anyone else, that it becomes a point in your life where your faith is going to be tested. So the good thing is, though, that if you have faith and your faith is in God, that's the best place, in my opinion, that you can put your faith. And so on our Wisdom Wednesday, we put in a couple of scriptures there because they were both applicable. And on Wisdom Wednesday, we put in the scriptures. We have this hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure. And we also had, and that was Hebrews chapter 6, verse 9. And then we had in 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7, that the Bible says, cast your all your worries upon him because he cares for you. So this is the reason why we have hope. We have hope because we know that God cares about us, and we know that he's faithful to us. And so because of our faith, this is the reason why we have this hope. And we use this hope as an anchor to our soul, firm and secure, because we know that it is resting in God, who is immovable and who is faithful and never forgets or forgets us, and he never forsakes us. So again, it's a question of where your faith is when you have to address these issues when you're on a cancer journey. So again, we come back to that question that we asked for Think About It Thursday, and that is, have you viewed your cancer journey or the cancer journey of a patient, the caregiver, and the support community as a journey of faith? We hope that you do, and that would inspire you to build up your faith, continue to learn about and God and improve your relationship with God, because the more that you grow closer to God, the stronger your faith will become, and you will have it there when you need it, when you need to be lifted up, when you're trying to help the cancer patient or you're the cancer patient themselves and you need help. Well, your faith is what's going to do it for you. So if you think about that on this Thursday, that everyone involved is involved in the cancer journey, not just the patient. And therefore, your faith is what's going to be tested at this time. And you need to be ready for the test. Now, I'm going to switch over. We typically don't do this on Friday because Friday is usually Feedback Friday, where you'll typically see on our social media channels some comments that have been made about the book that we wrote about our cancer journey. But this Friday is a special Friday. This is the second Friday of September. And the second Friday of September has been designated as the Stand Up to Cancer Day. And you see that message scrolling across the bottom of this broadcast. And that's because this is a day that we want to promote cancer awareness. We want people to be aware of those who are going on this cancer journey. And according to statistics, that almost 50% of people in their lives will be diagnosed with cancer. So think about that. Half the people somewhere in their lives will be diagnosed with cancer. And if that's the case, that means that the other 50%, in all likelihood, they're going to know someone who's been diagnosed with cancer. And if you are deciding that you're going to play the role of caregiver, or you're going to be part of that support community, then it all ties into this. And that's why being aware of cancer is important, and it coincides with what we're doing here today. So I hope that tomorrow you will have cancer awareness on your mind, and you will think about those who are on that journey, especially if you're on it too. But if you're not, just be aware and let people know that you are thinking about them. So with that, we come to a close, and I'm going to end this broadcast on Think About It Thursday. And again, as I said, think about this being a journey for not just the patient, but for the caregivers and for their support community. So until next Thursday, think about it. My time is up. Thanks for yours, and we'll see you again next week.